Hello everybody, my name's Shalise. Welcome everybody to my Black Widow movie review. And I gotta be honest with you guys, there will be spoilers, so please leave. I did not care for Black Widow the movie. Now the reason why is for many reasons why a lot of people didn't like it. One, why is this a movie? Why didn't we have this after the events of Captain America Civil War, since this takes place right after Captain America Civil War? You know how many moments we get of Black Widow where it looks like she could get hurt, seriously injured, and all that stuff? And I get it, it's a superhero film, and the main character is never really truly gonna die. But the fact is, since we already know that she's already gonna die in Avengers Endgame, and we already know she's dead, takes away from these serious moments with her. Another thing I don't like is the reality of Black Widow. This realism that we had for Black Widow for all these times in the movie. She was struggling against robots in Age of Ultron. She got shot once in the shoulder, and she's in the Winter Soldier, and she cannot do any of her good shit no more. Any of her, she's not up to 100% fighting. But with her in this movie, I swear she's like Captain America. Like, how much damage she takes, she gets hit by a car, gets thrown off a freaking bridge. Literally, she is flying at the end of the credits. She is flying down a freaking, like, after a whole bunch of Black Widows that she fights at the end near the film. At the end of the film, she's getting beat up so badly, but she has enough energy to fly all the way down from a plane. And if you ever played a Saints Row video game, it's the most ridiculous, over-the-top, Fast and Furious shit you're gonna see. A girl with very little bruises is going down, shooting the guns, and still take on a villain all the way down to the ground while she's diving. It's that type of ridiculousness. They took the Black Widow character and this realistic world. I was hoping for a Jason Bourne type feel, and did we get that in certain scenes? Yes. But no, to me, the Black Widow, again, like a Black Widow, to me, was better in Captain America's Civil War, better than Captain America. This is my least, one of my least favorite versions of Black Widow that we got, or not in the least versions, but of all the adaptations that we've seen of her in live action with Scarlett Johansson. This is my least favorite just because of the fact they made it so over-the-top goofy, and it's just like director's like, hey, we know that she's not going to die in this film, so let's go for the most over-the-top. She's the strong spirit of being the Black Widow, and she's Natasha Romanoff. She could do everything, and they kind of take away from what her character was before. It's kind of like if you do, like, I don't know, Iron Man, and he's able to, like, do all the shit that Black Widow's able to do, like martial arts and everything, without the suit. Tony Stark without the suit is beatable. Black Widow being over the top with her action scenes and all this stuff. She's basically a super soldier in this film. So to me, this whole takeaway of the events of the timeline to place this movie was wrong. The whole, the feel of the movie, the realistic way that they usually portray Black Widow in the freaking previous MCU films, and how they just made it so over the top like Fast and Furious, was just not necessary. That's my biggest gripe with this film. Other than that, the certain storyline of Black Widow, what did this do? Oh, Black Widow finds out the Red Room still exists. The evil Dreykov still has control over the Red Room, and they're still recruiting Black Widows and everything. She gets she's contacted by her adopted sister Yelena, who is probably going to be in the Hawkeye TV show. And that's probably the only reason why this movie exists, so we could do an expansion of another character, so she could be the new Black Widow. Yelena is going to be the future Black Widow for the MCU. That's pretty much it. Now, and she's going to be in a Hawkeye TV show, so that's probably going to happen as well. And the thing is, though, Yelena comes to Black Widow. They have a fight scene, which is not necessary. And when I mean not necessary, there's no point for those characters to be fighting. Yelena, I guess they just did see how strong Yelena was, but how she was in general, I generally liked Yelena a little. Yelena as a character, I enjoyed. And she's the sister of Black Widow. Not biologically, but the adopted sister. And we also get the freaking more of Black Widow's other families. We got Alexei, the Red Guardian, who is a big from Mother Russia. And then you got the Melina, who is also Black Widow's mother. Not biologically, also adopted. These are like these stage parents and all that stuff. And it deals with them and their crisis of that, how they have to destroy the Red Room. And they have to bring down Dreykov to once and for all. But the problem is, though, I just feel like it was wrapping things up too quickly. They didn't get time to breathe. Characters didn't get time to have moments to, like, hey, let's relax, let's talk about it. And when I mean talk about it, I don't mean talk about it like, hey, this is the day it happened, and then boom. Remember, you need to have moments where in the films that you need to like pace things out. You need to pace like make it like a couple days after the events. Make it like 2 days and all that stuff. But if you make it like a couple hours, she rescues with her sister Alexei from a Russian prison. He's immediately put on a Red Guardian, so he's immediately playing kind of like a father figure to the girl. They immediately forgive him. They immediately go to Melina, and they ultimately all agree, hey, let's take down the Red Room. I'm sorry, it was just, it's like this film was trying to rush to get to the finish line when it didn't need to be rushed to get to the finish line. And Taskmaster. Let's talk about Taskmaster. Taskmaster. I need characters, like, you know me. I'm a comic purist. If the original character is a certain gender, certain race, keep them that way. Now, unless you do, like, 3 different interpretations. Like, we had, like, one whole version of, we had MJ from the Sam Raimi trilogy. For 3 movies, she was a freaking redhead. But now they want to make MJ black. I'm like, okay, 3 movies we have MJ. Why not put a black one? Not going to be the biggest deal. Now, for Taskmaster, if you're going to put the first time ever for this character to have a live adaptation, you need to respect the lore. You need to respect the comic counterpart. If you're not going to do it that way, don't do it. They did this with the Ancient One. They did this with Doctor Strange companion villain, the guy from 12 Years a Slave. They keep race swapping, gender swapping certain characters that they don't need to. You don't need to do that unless the characters already pre-existed. And I do not like the fact what they did with Taskmaster. It's like, okay, there's this plotline for Natasha Romanoff with Taskmaster to increase the stakes. But the stakes are already increased because she's already dead. So there's no point to have the storyline with Natasha Romanoff about finishing the point of the Red in her ledger. It's like they had all these bullet points like... It's like they felt... It's like the person who wrote this was like, okay, this is right after Captain America Civil War. This is literally right after. She's still being hunted down by freaking the guy from Incredible Hulk. Thunderbolt Ross. She's being hunted down by him. But no. No. This is... we should still care for this character. Even though she died, we should still care about all these new characters so fast. And we should care about all these new characters because they are all united very quickly, mind you, to take down the Red Room. And the Red Room... Dreykov is more powerful than Hydra. He has so much power, so much control over a tiny little computer. And... Again, how he gets defeated, I liked, but overall, I feel like this piece of shit deserved a bigger death. I mean, just burning in a plane crash that's basically exploded. I kind of want all the Black Widows. It would be so much more interesting to just see all the Black Widows just get a punch in. All the girls that he manipulated over the years, just get one at a time. Come on, just beat the piece of shit to death. But no. This is Disney, this is, PG, we can't have actual reasons. I mean, I'm pretty sure none of those girls had any sexual harassment. I mean, they're Black Widows, they're trained to kill us young, they're trained to use their charm, their sexuality, they're trained to do so much stuff, and even if it was against the... I mean, it's not like they had a choice in the matter. Oh, wait, they didn't have a choice. Why couldn't we have a choice to seeing this piece of shit just get... I'm sorry, to me, I'm just like, maybe that's a nitpick. Maybe I just think burning alive, him being burned for a bit and being exploded in an airplane was just not enough satisfying ending to a piece of shit character. And that's not the character was shit, it's just he was an asshole and he was a character that was a bad person and I want this bad person to suffer a million times over. But the Black Widow movie, it was just, in my opinion, forgettable. It was forgettable. Now, if I'm pretty sure, again, if you show your kids this and you're like, okay, what happened to the events after Captain America Civil War? You show them this film and then Avengers Endgame, they might enjoy this film a bit more. I'd say this is just, it's kind of like what they did with Firefly back in the old days with Fox. They did the episodes out of order and it just didn't feel right the first time. I'm pretty sure if you watch everything in order, like literally the timeline order, not the release dates, you will have a better time with this film. But to me, Black Widow, the movie, I'm just okay with it. I don't think it's a great film. I don't think it's a terrible film. It's a good film. I'm going to give C+, B-. I don't know really how I feel about Black Widow, the movie. But personally, everybody, that's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think, everyone. What y'all think? Do you think Taskmaster was a great villain? Do you like what they did with the gender swap? You like how Black Widow's indestructible now? Like, did you care for anything of Black Widow since we already know she died? So there's no point to this thing movie. Other than, you know, we gotta have the Black Widow sister. She's gonna be the new Black Widow. She's gonna be in the Hawkeye TV show. That's my personal opinion, everybody. But let me know what y'all think, everybody. Name's Jalise. Confident, everybody. Bye-bye.